In 2003, the late great Stan Winston produced the low-budget slasher hit Wrong Turn. Now, 5 sequels later, the franchise is getting a fresh lick of paint with the 2021 reboot, titled, you guessed it, Wrong Turn. Now let's get this out of the way at the start. When the producers of the Wrong Turn reboot sat down to pitch this movie, they outlined exactly what they thought Magaland the movie looked like in their heads. Hitting the typewriter for the script is the writer of the original 2003 film, Alan B. McElroy, and sitting in the director's chair is Mike P. Nelson. Unfortunately, not the Mike Nelson, although I can see this film being riffed by him someday. The plot involves some pretty vile hipster scum, wandering off into the Appalachian Mountains on a hiking trip and running afoul of jerks in ghillie suits and deer skulls, who belong to an ancient secret society of self-sufficient weirdos, who dress and sound like Vikings called the Foundation. Let's meet the cast of this wacky adventure. There's the interracial couple, mandated white woman and black boyfriend, Jen and Darius, gay couple Lewis and Gary, and obnoxious asshole couple Adam and Miller. Right away, these characters will fill you with a deep sense of loathing. Upon entering town, they make their social awkwardness apparent to all.
It's quaint.
Yeah. Especially if you miss the good old days of the Confederacy.
Ooh, poor white folk being hunting. Sinister. Bet they don't like strangers round here.
Making me look bad.
Sorry. Don't be fucking girl power.
Remember, men are useless.
My dad, he taught me 2 things. How to bait a hook and how to change a tire. My dad taught me how to put in a tampon.
Ugh. Jesus, woman, didn't you have an aunt, a cousin, anything?
Not a good experience.
The Appalachian Trail. A couple days of hiking up extreme.
It's something dangerous up there.
Driving around in a shitty pickup, sipping moonshine, all right?
Goddamn hipster freaks are the problem with this whole world. You bet not a goddamn one you ever worked a real fucking job in your life.
My boyfriend Darius runs a sustainable energy nonprofit. Mila's an oncologist, Adam's an app developer, and Gary and Luis own a pair of New York bistros. I don't know, I'd call those real jobs.
Oh, that's okay then. You're fine to go around being massive pricks to everybody. These guys can't die fast enough. Well, the kids are in the woods. That means it's time for the action to start. Unfortunately, the action starts with the log scene. Oh my god, the fucking log scene. It's a log. Its width and height is not infinite. Don't stand there filming it. Run around the damn thing. You really need a selfie with a rolling tree of doom? Fine, we'll be ready to jump over it. With this testament to cinematic tension comes our first fatality, and we discover that gay men have a super high pain threshold. Double hard bastard. After a deadly encounter with the Foundation leaves one of their attackers skull crushed, a chase ensues and our plucky heroes are captured. Upon capture, we learn the Foundation thinks of themselves as an honourable and superior society of inclusion who proceed to torture the group for murdering one of their captors.
Had you met any of our people? Had we caused you any harm?
Kinda, yeah. After a little more murder, the remaining friends sell themselves into semi-slavery and prostitution and are brainwashed in no time. The final third of the movie sees a new group led by Jen's father, played by Matthew Modine, mount a rescue mission with some local trackers with a beef with the Foundation, who turn out to be useless as they wander straight into more traps. I don't think he's going to make it, Chief. To be fair, if I was Matthew Modine, as soon as I realised my incredibly obnoxious daughter who never calls me anyway has gone missing, I'd have changed the locks and broke out the bourbon. Party time. All this leads to a violent climax and an ending that you can see coming a mile off.
They don't bother us.
The acting varies. Modine does the best he can with the material, and some of the town's locals are given a little life. The rest, well...
You're welcome. Again. Good as new.
Nice emotional awareness. The script is a bit of a cringe fest.
Declaration pledged in the Foundation of America.
I mean the Confederacy. Long live slavery.
I can smell your juices. Do you really think you can go back to your old life?
Yeah mate, it's only been like 6 weeks.
Yours?
And the movie is littered with plot holes.
It takes a village to raise a
If they
child,
are so
that's what they
self-sufficient,
say.
why are they selling necklaces in town? What do they need money for? For the chief's hairstyling products? The locals know all about the Foundation, but refuse to talk about it for reasons.
Story people here know but don't talk about, except in whispers, like a ghost story. We don't bother them, and they don't bother us.
Except all the,
Who goes up there?
murders. The film's biggest what the fuck moment comes when Survivor Girl finds her old friend who has had his eyes burned out in a cave of zombies and heroically ends his suffering with a magnum blast to the face. Jesus, bitch, he was blind. He had a disability. I'm pretty sure he still had quality of life and could have been a productive member of society still. On the plus side, the gore and special effects are pretty well done, with minimum CGI, and the practical effects are pretty gnarly. Wrong Turn 2021 is 1 hour and 50 minutes inside the mind of today's virtual signalling movie executive, whose only window into the real world is CNN. And during your stay, you will be accompanied by a cadre of the most socially repulsive people imaginable and subjected to every SJW cliche and soy boy wet dream in the book. The film desperately wants to deliver a message, but is extremely schizophrenic as to what that message is. It's all over the place. At first, you'd be forgiven for thinking it's nothing more than another shot at the straight white man, as the Eastern folk backwoods Neanderthal. But later, we have the small town folk working with the protagonist to defeat the Foundation.
It's happened before.
So is it that social misunderstandings are the issue, and we can find middle ground to work together and defeat the greater evil? As long as the tough white girl comes out on top, of course. Delivering a message about equality, be it social, racial or gender, only works when it's grounded in something that reflects reality, and is handled subtly and deftly. But this is all so on the nose it's impossible to take seriously. The original Wrong Turn wasn't exactly a masterpiece, but it had relatable characters with strengths and weaknesses, villains that impressed with their cunning and physicality, and a series of tense set pieces.
The foundation on which
In the end, I rate Wrong Turn 2021 2 out of 5. Watch it for the hilarious script, gory practical effects, and the fairly cool and vicious end credits, but have a stiff drink on hand. Or watch Wrong Turn 2 instead. It's got the original villains, gore, boobs, and Henry Rollins. That's all for this mini review. Be sure to like and subscribe. Good day.